You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Da 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 da. All right. Well, now I know why it's called the Purple Wedding. You know, this was a great episode for anyone that's still having a hard time getting over the Red Wedding. The Purple Wedding. So this is what the book readers have been going nuts about, especially the good book readers, the one who kind of like, oh, wait till you see this, but they don't go and spoil it for you. Now that was much needed. And I got to say this, if something like this happens in the second episode, I can only imagine what we're in store for the next 8 weeks. Excellent episode. Totally did not see that coming. You know, even with people saying, hey, it's the Purple Wedding, it's the Purple Wedding. And I knew, all right, people are hinting at this, it's got to be something big. I didn't expect that. I thought maybe Tywin might get killed. I thought maybe Cersei might get something. Or maybe I thought maybe it'd be another sad moment where we see Tyrion get killed. And I started to think that towards the end there, before Joffrey started choking, I said, oh man, Joffrey's going to kill him. Joffrey's going to pull that sword out and just split him in half or something. First of all, before we even get more into the wedding, because that was obviously the highlight of the show, that part alone was the highlight of the show. You know, we got to revisit Bran, which is great. You know, we see where he's at. Boy, that boy's gotten big, huh? He looks so different now from last year. He really sprouted up this past year, man. But so it's good to catch up with him and see where he's at. He now knows where he has to go. Those visions he had and of the dragons and everything. I'm not sure if that's something he's going to touch upon, but he knows where he has to go now. So great deal. Good to see him and Hodor. Yeah, Hodor. So that was great. You know, Tyrion really made me happy in this episode because he didn't fold when it came to Joffrey and his stupid little act, you know, where everybody's so quiet. Obviously, a good majority of the people are offended. And at least Tyrion, even now, still has the balls to stand up and say something against this jackass, who is now going to be 6 feet under. Very happy to say that. Joffrey, the homicidal Justin Bieber is now gone. Kaput. Bye-bye. So that was great. Now the question is, who did it? Because I don't think it was Tyrion. Like, if it turns out to be Tyrion, then that's fine. I mean, I can understand why he would go that route, but I don't think it's him. Now, I did catch the fool, and I forget his name escapes me, the one that gave the necklace to Sansa last week. I did catch him saying to Sansa, we got to get out of here. So I don't know if he was in any way involved. I remember him being, you know, on the main floor and dancing and doing his foolish things. I don't recall seeing him serve Joffrey any wine or anything of that nature. So but maybe he's involved somehow, and that's something we'll have to find out next week. I mean, ooh, that's going to be a big thing. Bad thing now is that Tyrion is the scapegoat. Unless he really did do it. But right now he looks like the scapegoat. It looks like he is going to be the one who's going to be punished for this. And I hope that he doesn't get killed. But one thing about Tyrion I got to say is he's always found a way out of trouble. So, and with Jaime there, I know if he tells Jaime, at least I feel this way, if he tells Jaime that he didn't do it, Jaime's going to believe him. Now, to give a break to the wedding, because that's the only thing on my mind right now, we can't forget that we also revisited Theon Greyjoy, completely broken in. I mean, now he goes by the name Reek. He calls oh God, I forgot the kid's name, Bolton's son, Ramsay Snow. There he goes. Now he calls Ramsay Snow my lord, and he's shaving him and all this crazy stuff. And that guy's sick. Ramsay's a sick I don't know why they were chasing the girl. I don't know why they shot her with the arrow. Maybe it was just sport because he's sick like that. But apparently, he's earned some sort of respect from his father after finding out, now that his father's found out that the other Stark boys are still alive. Something that Ramsay found out before his own father. So his own father's probably like, all right, I got to give you some props. Even though you're sick in the head, you know, go and do your thing, take a couple of men, and have at it. So now that he knows that the Stark boys are alive, obviously he's got his sights set on them, but he also has his sights set on the Iron Islands and Theon's father. Now, here's the other interesting thing. I do remember last year, and this kind of glides right into my next point, because we got to revisit Stannis, Melisandre, and Stannis' wife, who completely is just off the wall now. Now, I think back to season 3, when he burned the leeches. I think they were leeches, and he said the names: Robb Stark, Joffrey Baratheon, and I forget Theon's father's name, but he mentioned the Greyjoy. And 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. Now, the other thing I got to wonder, too, is taking into consideration, now that Joffrey's dead, obviously Cersei's first reaction is to go after Tyrion, because Tyrion was there. Tyrion served him the cup, whatever. I don't know if Tywin's going to jump on that bandwagon right away. I would think that he might take a look at the Tyrells and say, wait a minute. She just got married and suddenly my grandson is dead? Or, yeah. Suddenly my grandson is dead because you just got married? So that looks kind of fishy too, but I don't know. I don't know if Tywin's going to jump on that bandwagon for Tyrion, or if he's going to try and take a little bit more of an investigative look at the whole situation. I don't know how Jaime's going to react, but I feel that Jaime will believe Tyrion when Tyrion tells him, I didn't kill this kid. Another scene I liked is when Sir Loras and Jaime exchanged some words, and Jaime fell back to his little old cocky ways, and I loved how Loras left him off with that one line when Jaime was talking to him about marrying Cersei and how she would kill him or kill the kid that he would have with her, and Jaime says to him, you're not gonna marry Cersei, let's face it, and something along those lines, and then Sir Loras looks at him and says, neither are you, and pats him on the armor and takes off. Oh man, he walked right into that one. That was great. It was a great episode. I mean, first episode was really good too. It was more like a, catch up with everybody type of deal. And in this episode, we caught up with some more people. But man, seeing Joffrey choke and the saliva's out, the blood, he's all purple, and purple wedding, of course. I think that's what they mean now. And that was great. That was great. And you know what? A lot of the audience needed that. People who saw the Red Wedding last year and completely were heartbroken at what they witnessed, yeah, they needed this. And the fact that they did it so soon in the season, and it's like I said in the first episode, when he burned down that sword and then he threw the wolf into the ash, and I got this feeling from the first episode that something bad was going to happen to the Lannisters. Now, granted, by name, Joffrey's a Baratheon, but we all know that he's the kid of Jaime and Cersei. There's no, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out if you watch season 1. But man, that I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. And now here are your suspects. All right, you got to make Tyrion your suspect. Definitely the Tyrells. Definitely Prince Oberyn. I mean, who else? Maybe the Fool had something to do with it. Varys could be another potential suspect, although he's probably lower on the list. But man, I cannot wait till next Sunday, boy. I tell you, I cannot wait till next Sunday to see how this thing's going to play out and see what happens when the word spreads. Is Daenerys going to hear about this and then say, oh, wait a minute, King's dead? Now's the time to strike. And same thing with Stannis. I mean, this is exciting stuff. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. You can expect my Game of Thrones preview at some point this week, but man, I'm going to enjoy this for a couple of days, and I really got to mull over some of the events that happened because next week is going to be big. Anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.